picture and the audio is at least acceptable here. I am taking a moment to myself now from the Christmas Eve party because I deal with some injuries from my time in the military, and they can be a little bit stressful. And today's just been a lot of preparation, a lot of stuff, and I just decided to come take a second for a little bit. And while I was doing that, usually it's a time where I sit and I think, and I thought about the American manufacturing and bushcraft and knife industry specifically. Anywhere where there are people, there are problems. That's always going to be the way that it is. And so you see that a lot in business, and you hear a lot about people being cutthroat in business and stuff like that. And you may not think a lot about what that could potentially mean, or you might think that that might be only for hyper competitive businesses and industries, but it's not. It's everywhere. It's prevalent. Knives, bushcraft, you name it, like RC cars, cigars, like it doesn't matter. It's going to be cutthroat. I've seen this tear some people apart throughout this whole foray into the industry that I've been having for 10 years. And I think it's very easy for us to be very protective of our products, of our designs, of what we see as our intellectual property. And I think that can become bad for us. And so I wanted to do this video. There are some American knife manufacturers that I don't care for. And for whatever reason, I mostly keep that to myself, who they are and why. And I'm going to work on keeping that to myself more, because all American industry, I think, is important right now. The decisions that we make right now and where we spend our money right now, I think, is vitally important. So even if you don't like somebody else in the industry, it's not worth trying to drag them down to drag yourself down. Because that's what you'll do. You'll drag yourself down, you'll drag the whole industry down. Rising tides raise all boats. Now, I have an exception. That is for feds and glowies and psyops. Any of these, if they are connected to Joe Rogan and Fox News, they're bad guys. I don't like bad guys. I don't care about their nationality. There are people who are waving the American flag and all of this other stuff who want to destroy the things that we love about America. So they don't count for me. Luckily, in the knife industry, we only really have probably one company like that. But in this channel, I'm going to work hard to try and help everyone in the industry. And I'm saying that as not because I think I'm going to change the industry, but I'm saying that because it is a change of my own mindset. Because generally speaking, I want to help. First and foremost, this can't change because it's who I am. I want to help the people who I feel deserve it. And I want to help the people who, especially who I feel like deserve it and can't do it on their own. So, but we're gonna broaden the horizons here. I'm going to, every person that you know on YouTube, with very few exceptions, even the tiny channels, go into character to do YouTube. I've never done that. I do exactly in real life everything that I do on this YouTube channel, and I speak to people the same way. However, I've always been very opposed to like dressing up, to the costume thing. I'd go out and do a Black Rifle video. I think it was going to be big. I'd put on the camo top and bring the rifle, even though I'm walking on my own property to a little spot to set up and talk in front of a camera. I hate that. However, I probably need to do more of it because that's what people do, and you have to build a visual story for your viewers that's entertaining. The reason I hate it for bushcraft and for tactical stuff is like when you need to go bushcraft or you need to go do tactical stuff, you're going to be wearing what you're wearing right now. So like if or when I get into a firefight, I'm probably going to be wearing what I'm wearing right now. So why am I going to put on some fanciful stuff because I want to look a certain way because I think it's cool? Anyways, it's this whole self-defeating thing. I need to not do that. Merry Christmas, by the way. Thank you, Jerry. So anyways, so I've been focusing with how I run my channel on being authentic. I've been focusing on people that I felt like deserved it. And I'm not going to stop with that. But I think I need to look at the broader spectrum. I need to do the simple videos, like I filmed how to things to think about for a bug out bag and how to pack a bug out bag or what to put in a bug out bag. That video will be going up soon. It's with a Hidden Woodsman Model 23 rucksack. I need to be talking about basic things like this that everybody's asking. I didn't want to in the past. What's up, UFOs? I didn't want to in the past because everybody did it. So I didn't want to do it. That's silly. So that video will be going up. I want to talk more about gear, more about bags. Merry Christmas, Rick. And more about the things that I think people need to know about. Now, I do have a caveat to this. I have a lot of custom knife makers from all over the world and manufacturers from all over the world that I genuinely really, really like and will continue to review as well. So I've just sat here and talked all about supporting USA, okay? So why would I support these mostly European but also Taiwan brands or companies after sitting here talking so much about America? Is it because I just hate brown people? I get accused of, oh, you're just anti these other countries, but you like these European countries because you just don't like brown people. Not the case, I would say clearly. But the thing is, with these custom makers and these manufacturers overseas, maybe with the exception of Mora, these companies are not being subsidized by their government to get a market share over here and to displace small American companies. So a guy in Poland selling an amazing knife over here at $200, $300, $400. He's paying so much to ship the thing. He's paying so much more for materials and everything else like that. He can be competitive in price, but he's got to be really counting his nickels and dimes to do it. And he's not being subsidized. He's never going to conquer the market, right? So for me, this is an important distinction. I'm not sitting here talking to you about supporting America only, but I only choose certain countries of people who look like me to also support. There are countries in Taiwan and there are makers in America who don't look like me that all support all day, every day. It's, I think, about the health of the industry. So that's what's going on, guys. I just want to talk about that. What's up, Jimbus? I just wanted to say, guys, you know, and I'm gonna try not to be too brand specific either. So more bag reviews, more gear reviews, more manufacturers. On the knife side of things, I want to do better content, but don't expect different content necessarily. I think we'll probably more or less on knives be going in the same direction. But last year, 2023 was so busy that I didn't have enough adventures. I want to do more in 24, and I also want to focus more on photography quality and all of the little details that I hate, like writing myself an outline for my video, stuff like that. to bring up the overall quality, because I can scream at the moon all day trying to get a message across I think is important. And being real and being authentic is only going to get you so far. And if your message doesn't get out, you're wasting your time anyways. So I don't think that I'm wasting my time, but I do think I can do a better job. So I just want to talk about this, guys. Going forward, I'm excited about some changes for 2024, and I hope to be bringing you some fantastic content. I am intending to. What's up, Jade? I'm intending to review some absolute grail knives this year. This year coming up, we'll have Chris Reeves, Randall knives. We'll have a Bussy. I have a Bussy coming in. And I'm going to be focusing this year a lot on long-term reviews and making them enjoyable for people, and telling a story in a long-term review. So that's what I'm working on. That's kind of what we're going to do. And pretty soon here, I'm going to actually, embarrassingly, I will be playing with my toy while I unwind here a little bit in probably about 10 minutes. Be back to the party, and we're actually going to be doing a gender reveal today. So pretty excited about that. Big vehicle changes coming soon as well, if you haven't noticed. So anyways, that's it. You have a blessed day and a Merry Christmas. And if I don't talk to you before then, a Happy New Year. And let's all work on rising these tides for 2024.